Every time I throw one of these detergent pods into the washing machine, about 50 cents disappears. Doesn't sound like much. But do that 600 times, and you've put $300 worth of detergent through the machine. Then I found this, a laundry soap recipe published in a University of Florida household cleaner guide. According to the recipe, one batch makes about 38 liters. For a high-efficiency machine, they recommend around 60 milliliters per wash. That is more than 600 doses. And when I priced the amount of ingredients actually used in one batch, about $6. Yes, you heard that right. Only $6. We're looking at roughly 1 cent of homemade laundry soap versus 50 cents for the pod in my hand. Now, before somebody starts typing, no, this homemade stuff is not chemically equivalent to a modern premium detergent. It can't do everything one can do, but that immediately gave me another question. Does a machine full of towels need everything a premium detergent can offer? Because if the answer is no, I may have been using the expensive product for some very cheap work. Let's find out just how far that idea goes. The strange thing about detergent is that one wash never feels expensive. 50 cents, who cares? You probably spend more than that without noticing every day. The washing machine gets away with it because it takes the money very politely. 50 cents today. Another 50 tomorrow. Another 50 because somehow every towel in the house has become dirty at the same time. That's why I never really noticed the cost. Until I put it next to that $6 batch. To be fair to pods, they solve a real problem. Measuring detergent is annoying. I always spill some of it. A pod removes the whole risk and decision part of it. Pick it up, put it in, close the machine, done. Small washing load, only one pod needed. And depending on the pod, a larger or dirtier load may call for a second one. You don't increase the dose a little, you go from 1 pod to 2, and your detergent cost has just doubled. With powder or liquid, at least you can adjust the amount. And with this homemade mixture, the stuff itself costs so little that using slightly more or slightly less barely moves the calculation. So I'm not saying pods are a scam because something cheaper exists. You're buying convenience. I just think it's worth separating the price of that convenience from the idea that every load needs an expensive pre-measured dose. So here is the recipe that started all of this. You need 1 bar of laundry soap, 240 milliliters of washing soda, 120 milliliters of borax, about 950 milliliters of hot water, and a bucket with roughly 19 liters of capacity. And yes, milliliters for powder. Welcome to the awkward meeting between American cups and the metric system. The original recipe measures these by volume, so I'm just converting the cups and not inventing a weight. The American recipe uses Fels Naphtha laundry soap. If you're outside North America, that specific bar may be difficult to find. But don't just replace it with whatever hand soap happens to be beside your sink. Use a bar specifically intended for laundry. The washing soda helps create the alkaline washing conditions and helps with soil and minerals in the water. The borax is also there as a builder and a water conditioning ingredient. It is a very simple formula compared with modern detergent. So, first, we need to make an unreasonable quantity of it. Take the laundry soap bar and grate it, like Parmesan cheese. Apparently, my journey toward lower household expenses now involves a cheese grater. Put the grated soap into around 950 milliliters of hot water. Heat it gently and stir until the soap is dissolved. Then fill your 19-liter bucket roughly halfway with hot water. Pour in the dissolved soap. Add the washing soda, add the borax, stir everything together, then add more water until the bucket is full. Leave it overnight. The mixture thickens as it sits. Give it another stir the next day and you now have approximately 19 liters of concentrate. Except you're not finished. Divide that into suitable labeled containers. Fill each container roughly halfway with concentrate and fill the rest with water. And that is how this fairly ordinary-looking bucket turns into about 38 liters of laundry soap, which creates a new household problem. Where exactly am I supposed to keep 38 liters of laundry soap? Unless you're running a small hotel from your garage, I would probably scale the recipe down, because otherwise you have created a strategic detergent reserve capable of surviving a minor siege. No, or at least that's the wrong comparison. A modern premium detergent is much more sophisticated than this. Depending on the formula, it can contain different surfactants, enzymes, and other ingredients specifically designed to deal with different soils and washing conditions. But for some people, a shorter ingredient list may actually be part of the appeal. Fragrances and preservatives found in some laundry detergents can trigger allergic reactions in susceptible people, and dermatologists recommend fragrance-free, dye-free detergent for people with eczema-prone skin. That doesn't make this homemade version automatically hypoallergenic. Simple ingredients can irritate skin too. But if fragrance or some of the extras in your normal detergent bother you, that's another reason you might be interested in something simpler. For me though, the main reason is still the price. Most of what enters my washing machine is considerably less exciting. Shirts, underwear, towels, bedding, clothes that were worn for a day. Nobody has fallen into a swamp. There is no red wine incident requiring legal representation. It's just normal laundry. If the cheap stuff gets that clean, great. That's already most of what I need it for. Prop a stain? Treat it separately before putting it in the machine. I don't need every load to arrive armed for war. These are still cleaning ingredients. Avoid breathing the powders or getting them in your eyes. Keep everything labeled and away from children and pets. And don't mix the finished soap with other cleaners. That's it. Would I replace commercial detergent with this for every load? No. Would I try it on ordinary laundry? Absolutely. The test is pretty simple. Did the clothes come out clean? Any residue? Do they still smell dirty once they're dry? If the 50-cent detergent does something the 1-cent mixture can't, fine. I'll pay for it. But if they both handle the load just fine, I would quite like my other 49 cents back. Did the clothes come out clean? Any residue? Do they still smell dirty once they're dry? That's really the whole idea. Some loads need the expensive stuff, some don't. And if you stop automatically paying premium prices for the easy ones, those few cents start adding up very quickly. Apparently, all it takes to start is a cheese grater and a bucket. If you'd rather know what's actually happening in your home instead of trusting what looks right, this is the channel. I break down what works, what wastes money, and what can quietly damage your home.